It started about 3 years ago. I got a call from Hasbro about doing a ride for Universal, and I spoke to the people at Universal Parks, and it brought me back to the day when I was a young director at Disney. I got to go to Imagineering. That's where they make the Disney rides, and I'm like, wow, this is a great blend of movie making and something exhilarating that puts it in their face for the audience. And so when I got the call for Universal, I'm like, yeah, absolutely, that would be great. And I went down to Florida, the park there. What is it, Universal? Orlando, Florida. And I saw some of their 3D rides, and 3D's advanced so much. It was, I knew this was a right movie to do a really, really great ride. So it's been a lot of, well, I must say, people at Universal really know how to make rides. And I was very impressed when they showed me 3D. I think we saw Spider-Man, we saw Simpsons, which was fantastic. So I started to give it a lot of thought about what we could do here. They suggested a lot of ideas what we could do, and I tried to help them sculpt the story. And figuring out what type of shots we'd like to do, what type of characters we could use. They also got some great ideas. So it was a great melding of what they know and their expertise and how these rides and simulators work, mixed with the photography and the shots that we need. There was a little hiccup at the very beginning of the relationship. They said, yeah, we want to use some special effects company that I'd never heard of. And they said, yeah, we're going to make Optimus and Bumblebee. And I'm like, no, you're not. Because these characters are made out of 25,000 parts, all that move individually. And it's taken years to develop these things. And they reside right now at Industrial Lights and Magic, which is George Lucas's company. So that was the one little hiccup we had, because it cost a little bit more money.
But the outcome is incredible. I mean, the product, the animation that came out of Ireland, the quality of the special effects, and being able to collaborate with Michael and the team at Ireland while the movie was being shot, the last film, was really incredible, unique, and it was the best opportunity for us to deliver on this property, to be true to the films, to be true and authentic to the history of the characters and all these incredible special effects, the details of the stories, and all that thing.
Yeah, it was basically like doing a shot that I would do in the movie. I would work with a lot of the same team that worked on the original Transformer, all 3 Transformer films, and they helped make this very cool ride in here. And as I just saw it, that's when my hair's a little swept back. It's quite fun.
We, as you know, we designed both attractions for Singapore and Hollywood at the same time, but Singapore already had the facility here. There was a building that was actually built already that was ready for the attraction to be produced and implemented, so they were ahead of Hollywood. Hollywood is going to open around April, May, so right on the tail of this, but really it was because this facility was already prepared and ready for it.
And I think some of it too is Asia is very much into the Transformers property, so to bring it here to Universal Studios Singapore, another venue where you can ride the movies first, was a great thing to be able to show the world-class theme park that we have in the park.
All right, next question, Robert Niles.
Robert Niles from ThemeParkInsider.com. I'd like to ask all 3 of you, what was your favorite moment in the ride?
Okay, let's start with Michael.
I think my favorite moment is when you fly and you're in 3D and you're about to hit the ground, the street. You fall off a 30-story building.
Thierry?
Mine is when you get sucked into Devastator, this giant robot. It's just incredible to be able to go through and survive it and end up flying above the buildings. It's incredible.
You know, I've just been on this ride once, but there's so much to intake in this ride. You could go multiple times because I forgot about that part. That's pretty awesome.
There are so many places in the ride where the 3D screen and the actual facility kind of merge together. So it puts you in this state of almost reality where you are in the 3D movie, and each of those points really hammers home the concept of riding the movies and being able to really be immersed in that. So each one of those for me are fun.
Into the Transformers ride is really the most cutting edge to date. It's taking the adventures of Spider-Man to a whole new level, where with Spider-Man still uses film projection, where 4K, high definition, 3D, digital projectors. Again, the imagery is photo real, it's even hyper real, and Spider-Man is still comic book like, and the projection systems. This building is actually a two-story building, and there's a system in the building that takes you into the second story that you don't even realize that. There's an incredible technology that allows us to take the guests to this second level, and it's completely invisible to everyone. So all these things, and the use of the wind, the heat, the water, and all these other effects, which are really perfected. Through the years, with developing attractions like Terminator 2 3D, and The Mummy, and Spider-Man, and even Harry Potter in Florida, we've taken all this knowledge and put it into Transformers to make a completely seamless, immersive experience where you don't know what is on film, what is practical. It just takes you in the story, it takes you into the middle of the action, just places you right there, and you're face to face with Megatron. I mean, some of the biggest characters. That's another big difference with Spider-Man. The characters are gigantic in this property, and you get so close to them, it's unbelievable.
Thierry, maybe you could talk a little about the audio in the vehicle too, because that's a big part of it.
Yeah, the audio system, the vehicle itself altogether is definitely the next generation. The audio system is a 16-channel, really high definition sound system. It just brings the characters to life to a level that we were not able to accomplish with Spider-Man years ago.
The Harry Potter theme park or ride coming to Singapore?
There are no plans. There may be rumors out there, but there's no plans for that currently.